We have a brand new SSR unit coming to the game tomorrow, guys, and most likely it's going to cost us a fortune to get it unless we are extremely lucky. This will be an Apex unit, guys, Yeli. It seems pretty damn badass. We're gonna check out the skills. We're gonna see what people are saying about her. Is she really going to power creep Rosa? Is she going to be the next OP damage dealer that we are going to have in the game? You guys think they're moving at a fast pace with the new units? Considering other games that I've played and stuff and that I'm playing, I think they're not going too crazy with new units, right? If this time around they're only bringing one new unit instead of two, that will make what, 3 units a month? Other games they do like, I don't know, 5, 6 units a month, which is pretty damn crazy. Either way, I have some summons. Definitely not enough unless I'm extremely lucky. I have 14 of the regular ones. The good thing is that most likely she will be added to the regular permanent summons, right? Hoyan is here, Holden is here. I see no reason why they will not add her as well. I have 9 Apex summons. The thing is, you only need 1 and a dream, guys. So hopefully we're all gonna get lucky and pull her if we are going for her. Personally, even though I think she's really, really nice, she's not like a must-have character that, oh my god, I'm not going to be able to play the game without her. I feel like the 3 most powerful units in the game is Lily, Shadow Sanya for the end game, and of course we have Klaus, which is, man, my biggest regret, okay? My biggest regret for not pulling her on the targeted banner. Probably a lot of you guys feel the same. Either way, let's quickly have a look at the showcase that they've put up here on their Twitter. Then we're gonna go over the skill set. We're gonna go on Reddit. We have the skills there as well. And somebody actually made a bit of math to check out the multipliers and how much damage output she will actually bring to the team. So let's see. She does look pretty awesome. I like the design of her. I was expecting her to do some crazy things with a passive. In a way, it's good that she doesn't. So let me just quickly go briefly over the base stats. We have 11,400 HP, 685 defense, 10 crit, 1,195 attack, and 110 speed. I think she has very, very good base stats. If you're looking at the HP, if you're looking at the attack, really, really nice. Like Rosa's base attack is much, much lower. The HP on her is actually really good at 11,000. So you can build her fairly tanky. I don't know how the heck they have 28k HP on this unit, man, because I feel like my Sanya and my Ling Lu have around the same amount of HP, and my Valerian has a little bit more, okay? This is a damage dealer, so probably they sacrificed a lot of the attack. The crit damage is pretty low as well, and that's why they have so much HP, but it looks pretty damn crazy to have such high HP on her. Of course, fully skilled, fully empowered, that's how they show her.
Skill 1. Yeli damages a single enemy with a chance to steal 1 buff.
So skill 1, basically, she will have a chance to steal 1 buff. This is going to be massive for a lot of content. If we're talking about bosses, that self-buff is going to be really, really good. The good part is that she's not just removing it, she is actually stealing it. Now, if you kind of like pay attention to your Rosa builds, to your Siada builds, etc., you know that you don't have crazy accuracy on them, and most of the time they tend to land the debuff even on high difficulty bosses. So I think it will be pretty much the same situation with her. You don't have to go crazy on accuracy or anything like that for this to actually happen, or for the defense break to actually happen. Is enough to pinch some accuracy from substats, maybe get a bit of accuracy on the shell instead of boosting just damage everywhere, and I think that will be more than enough personally. And I would rather prefer to build her with as much crit as needed, attack, crit damage, etc., right? Rather than focus on her accuracy. I'm looking at the debuffs and things that she does more kind of like a bonus, right? My Rosa has around 12 or 15% effect accuracy, and my god, she always lands that freaking decreased speed in the Union boss and stuff like that.
Yeli damages a single enemy with a chance to
He will
steal
be
one
very
buff
good,
from the
but
target.
Aurora as well. All of
Skill
these bosses
2,
that
passive. When Yeli scores a critical hit on the primary target, she follows up with skill 1 as a pursuit attack. Ultimate skill. Yeli
So the passive is really good. It doesn't actually have a cooldown. Let me just try to see if I can bring back that text. After landing a crit hit with an active skill, Yeli has a 100% chance, once she is fully skilled, to additionally cast Arrow Spark one time on the main target. So that will be the basic skill. Now, I'm not 1,000,000% sure exactly what they mean with an active skill, right? An active skill in most games means not the basic skill. So this first skill right here, will this count as an active skill or it won't count as an active skill, right? Active skills are usually the ones that have cooldowns and stuff. So we're going to have to wait and see. Most of the people think that that's not a thing. I'm not sure based on this if it will trigger for allies as well. I have a feeling that it will only trigger for herself rather than other allies. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding the text. I guess we're going to have to basically wait and see. The thing is, once she does it once, that chance will decrease, right? It's kind of like a soft cap of not doing unlimited join up attacks, but she can definitely put in some pretty good numbers.
2, passive. When
Let's
Yeli
see
scores
the third skill.
ultimate skill.
So the ultimate skill. I was really expecting, I don't know why, maybe it's just my crazy idea, that she would have the cleanse on the passive rather than on an active skill. That would have made her so freaking OP, guys. Imagine having her crowd control, maybe in PvP or even in PvE, right? And then her turn comes, the passive cleanses the stun or whatever she has on, and then bangs, she just gets to take her turn. But the cleanse is actually on the ultimate skill, which means that if she is crowd control, she won't be able to cleanse it. She needs to be able to use this skill in order to cleanse the debuffs. Now, she self-buffs with crit rate. Is a massive difference from what Rosa does, because Rosa buffs the entire team with crit rate. She only self-buffs. So that's quite a bit of a difference. One thing that I really, really like, she has 3 hits in this skill, with a 35% chance to inflict defense down, which means that if the first hit fails, the second hit fails, the third hit most likely will land that defense down on a wave of enemies, which is really, really good, really reliable to be a defense break unit. And once again, this brings me back to the situation with not having enough accuracy, because she has so many hits. Even though you don't have high accuracy, it's very likely for her to land the defense down anyway, right? Which I think is really, really good. And when she is fully skilled, she can basically purify all of the effects from herself, so fully cleanse. If she's not fully skilled, she will only dispel 2 debuffs. But it's still really, really good because she can dispel decrease attack, decrease speed, defense down, etc. So that is really, really helpful as well to ensure that she's still going to pump in a lot of damage. And she is pretty tanky. She is pretty tanky with that HP. I think she will pair really, really nice with Rosa, for example. I think she will pair really, really nice with Chloros, right? I think pair 2 of them together in the Union boss, different bosses, and she's going to be an absolute monster. I do think that if we're talking about standalone DPS, if you're putting her versus a Rosa or a different unit, most likely she is going to out damage Rosa, and that's mainly because she can bring the defense down. You don't need to focus on bringing in a different unit to do that, even though most likely if you have claws you will use it for the decreased speed and everything else in the kit. But this, at least similar with Siada, it will allow you to bring in just a Marvel instead of claws, right? Because you have defense down from her, and then you have the decreased speed from there. It will make our life a little bit easier. So that's definitely a pretty good thing. Man, I am not getting a freaking good shell from here, and that is just crazy. Like, the drop rates are freaking awful. But leaving all that on the side, let's quickly go to Reddit and see what we can see in here. So big shout out to I am Jingoy. He actually posted the entire skill set in here, the stats, everything else. I think the skill 3 as well will be on a 3-turn cooldown, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, 3-turn cooldown. That is pretty damn nasty, okay, to have it on such a short cooldown. So that will bring in a lot of damage. Somebody somewhere here kind of like made a bit of math right here. Yeah, so hope specific. Are we looking at the same unit? Her multipliers are cracked. 360% on the ultimate. That's crystal clear, right? If you fully skill her, with guaranteed 240% for 600 total on a 3-turn cooldown with built-in defense break and crit buff. So basically, the A1 skill will come in action as well once you're triggering that A3, and that's how you add up the skills to get to the 600%, which is pretty damn strong. And then you have another 60% chance for another 240 on top of that for 840% skill tree. So that is a lot of damage. She can definitely bring in crazy damage. Skill 1 proc, skill 1 always at 100% crit. Yeah, if you have enough crit rate, of course. It's much easier to build her because she self-buffs with crit rate. She already has 10 crit rate from the base. If you skill pretty much everything on her to gain all of the additional stats, is going to be even better. So he reckons around 720% on average, talking about the damage. And then, yeah, if you pair her with Rosa, that's going to be pretty crazy. I think she will be strong. I think she will be very strong. If we're talking about Union boss, right? The Anchor Recon, I think she's going to absolutely smash it in here. Now, I've done my team this time around on the third boss with Rosa, right? So she's putting enough damage. Imagine pairing her together instead of Klaus in a team like this. Defense break, decreased speed, crazy good damage, tons of follow-up. I think that can be pretty damn crazy, okay? But still, once you reach 100 tier, you don't really care about it. I think she's going to be very powerful in Aurora as well. I think she's going to be really good, especially on this freaking rotation on the Phantom Theater, always stealing your buffs, so she can steal buffs back from the boss, which is really good. So she's definitely going to have a spot in the game. Now, I don't necessarily think that she's the most OP damage dealer in the game. Maybe I'm talking rubbish, and she will be one of the GOATs. But either way, she seems pretty damn interesting. As I've mentioned before, guys, there is no need to FOMO. Most likely, they will add her to the permanent banner. So if we do not get her tomorrow, if we don't get her in the next 2 weeks while we have the limited time banner for her, that's fine. She will be part of the permanent summon banner, which honestly is a good sign because most games do not include them directly in the permanent banner as well, right? So you have to wait a little bit. It is a pretty low chance to get it from there, but as I've mentioned, she is not one of those must-have units. If not, you cannot defeat specific content, right? I really think that the 3 units that are the most OP in the game is Klaus, Shadow Sanya, and of course Lily. Okay, those are the most OP in the entire game in my opinion. And Shadow Sanya is just making endgame a breeze, man. That's why she is so freaking important. And Lily is like a cheat code if you don't have good gear, if you don't have the best gear and stuff, you don't have your full skills maxed, etc., to basically defeat content. And Klaus is just so damn OP with the decreased speed and defense down and the damage boost and all that is just freaking nuts. Either way, that was all for the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think about Yeli? Are you going to summon for her, or you're not too bothered about it? Much love. Appreciate all of you guys watching. If you enjoyed the content, smash a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.